Good evening, everyone. My name is Benjamin, and welcome to an alternate history of an election, and this is the 1940 election. We're going to decide to go as if Franklin Delano Roosevelt decides to follow George Washington's precedent, as opposed to what he did in real life, which was ignore it and run for a third term. And we're going to go with Harry Truman as the Democratic candidate. We'll ignore how that happens, but let's just assume that it does. So obviously Truman is from Missouri, and we're going to assume he wins his home state as well as the rest of the South, including West Virginia. So that's already a lot, more than halfway to the vote total he needs to achieve in order to win the presidency. We're also going to give Wendell Willkie the same states he won in. I believe he won Kansas as well. He won in 1940. Don't remember if he won these states as well. The West was fairly Republican, especially California at the time. I believe, Michigan and Indiana went for the Republican as well. This is where it starts getting interesting. I'm going to go ahead and give New Hampshire to the Republican as well, to Willkie. We're going to give Wyoming to Willkie. We'll give Utah as well. And give Iowa, Illinois to Truman. Minnesota and Wisconsin, I think it wouldn't be too out of the question. I think that's not out of the question. Yeah, something similar to that. Yeah, let's flip those two states. I think this is a fairly reasonable prediction. Not Truman, but FDR was fairly popular and in all likelihood would have campaigned for Truman. Whether or not this popularity was earned, I think that's reasonable. He would have said Truman was the type of person who, even though probably won't actively lead us into the Second World War, if we did wind up going into it, he would be someone whose leadership would be just right for the war. And I think that's not an unreasonable assumption. And I think that would probably give him we'll go ahead and give Kansas to Truman as well. I think that's not unreasonable or fair. So this would be what I would assume a Democrat other than FDR would get, and this would probably what Wendell Willkie would get. Maybe Pennsylvania, Jersey, and Delaware would flip, but I don't think he misses out on Ohio. And in all honesty, I think this is really the max a Republican could get, assuming that nothing insane happens. If Truman's considered too young, maybe you can flip a lot of this. Connecticut, Rhode Island, maybe you'd be able to get Kansas to flip. That would be a Republican victory and would likely flip those states as well. this would probably be the most likely Republican victory in 1940, but it wouldn't be easy nor likely. That's why I believe I think the reasonable assumption is that Wilkie loses in something similar to this fashion. Pennsylvania, yeah, like I said, these three states probably would be the closest and most likely to go to Truman. Anyway, I want to thank everyone for watching. I hope you all had a nice day. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy. Bye.